And good morning. I'm your friend Scotty Ray along with Odie, and it is Friday.
Yeah. We almost were a little late with the show.
Why is that?
Because of these here TKs.
Oh, boy. Greg, I need you to remind us, you've got neighbors that are nice.
I do. I live in a nice neighborhood. Miss Margaret Ann Knight, she had made you some tea cakes this morning. And I got my own batch just for delivery.
And quit eating ours.
Man, this is...
I didn't eat all of them. I just licked the sugar off of them.
They're good.
we even got a red
top for Friday.
And y'all look at this. Oh, boy.
Now, look, he's not...
There's a bunch of them.
Now, we're talking a whole paint.
Yeah.
That should make it to what, 7:20?
Yeah, we'll be through with them by the end of the show.
It's addictive. I done had 5. I don't know about
You're even
y'all.
dressed like Cookie Monster.
These things are good. Well, he looks like Cookie Monster. I asked him where he got that shirt at from Omar Tent Company.
I have, advertisement.
Advertisement. I mentioned earlier that an incident had happened right before daylight. There was an armed robbery. Nothing to be concerned. When we say isolated event on this, it is. It was someone they knew, I guess, got into some type of disagreement this morning, and a gun was pulled, money, car keys, and I think cell phone was taken. I think they knew each other very well. So it's
You can actually say isolated and know it was a isolated event.
And a lot of these times when they don't file charges in, it'll be changed to something else. So see that downgraded probably later on. I didn't really mean it. You know how that goes.
Well, there's a
I see that look,
in
Greg.
front of stuff, so.
My man knows better than to rob me. He wouldn't get very far. I'd have to hand him his own wallet.
So he actually is robbed.
So he is robbed.
She does that every morning. Probably gives him his wallet and they go to work. Here's your truck keys.
Here's $3. Go find a value meal.
Here's your driver's license and $5.
And it's Friday. You're already out of your allowance money this week.
I called Julia last night. Do you know she makes Tyler answer the phone for it?
I do.
Julia's phone.
Screens or calls.
They are.
No, we're when my car. You might not know this, but you can have like the speaker over the phone in the car, and
well, my
we
car
were
don't have that option.
No, he's got those Black Widow speakers in the back of his car from Peavy's in the back of his Lincoln. So it don't hook up that way.
They got the boom boom.
Yeah. So we were riding home from dinner, and
so you didn't cook.
And Scotty Ray called me to ask me how to spell something. My house is upside down right now. My floor's getting redone. It's tough.
Yeah, you have to walk around things, and
it's bad.
a good reason to eat out anyway.
Well, yeah.
That's what Tyler said.
But no, I didn't cook.
He said he'd pay for that.
So do you consider yourself a pretty good cook?
I do. I cook as I grill and smoke.
So when we could do it like a sampling, we could have that moment at Julia's kitchen.
She could do
segment.
one of those. What do they call it? Charcuterie board things or
charcuterie.
Something? Yeah, that's it.
You're close.
Spell that for me.
Oh, have mercy. We'll look into that. There's a lot that has gone on over the last 24 hours that we're going to talk about. It'll be hard to fit it all in because there really has been so much that has happened. We'll tell you the best that we can to get it all out there this morning. Let's see here. Let's start with a couple of things that have happened this morning, right before daylight. There's nothing worse than somebody coming into a restaurant not paying their bill. We hear something. It's Odie. All right.
Waffle Monitor, was it? It was Heart Monitor.
Yeah.
They come up in Waffle House. This would be on Roebuck Drive, 22nd Avenue. Go in. It was 2 men and a woman. They were traveling on bicycles, last seen in leaving the building without paying. Off to the night they went before.
And they
daylight.
couldn't catch them, and they were on bicycles.
Well, we're still looking for the TV people.
So it was 2 men and 1 woman on 2 bicycles.
Well, actually, there was 3 bicycles.
Okay, well, the graphic.
Right, I just didn't have time to
He
find a
used
third bike.
AI to come up with that.
Okay, I'm like, I was gonna be really impressed if you were able to find that graphic, and that was the actual scene.
Boy, that's good though. But they left without paying, and this happens a lot. On top of this, a waitress didn't get her tip,
That's right.
and they work hard. What was that song? She works hard for the
That's
money.
right.
Yeah.
And they do work hard. They work very hard.
Mm-hmm.
Tip. Y'all just don't know what they go through. It's not the restaurants making the money. They're not. There's a lot of people have misconception about
That's right.
that.
Amy and I was at Waffle House last week after we got through working out. I don't know. Greg don't know what that
That
is.
doesn't make sense. Let's back that up. We went and worked
Part of that
out.
sentence is
Yeah,
a lie.
I just don't. I'm sorry.
But then I went to Waffle
Is this
House.
2 truths?
If
and a
you
lie?
would have skipped the Waffle House, you wouldn't have had to work out,
No,
motard.
you get the eggs and the bacon. See, that's good for you. I'm gonna teach
Somebody
you.
done told him a lie.
Yeah.
Well, there was 2 of them that was kind of like them other fellas. They done had a little few to drink, and they were in there. But let me tell you, they brought some life up in Waffle.
Oh, they probably
Waffle
did.
House is fun.
And they were having fun, and it reminded us of the old. Where was that we used to go, Greg?
Other place?
Other place.
I mean, I heard about it. I never went there, but you
Yeah,
know,
absolutely
had a
not.
Waffle House right up the street.
Yeah,
yes,
you know
sir.
exactly where it's at, don't you? Yeah, don't lie.
The other place. Hey, we got a bridge that a roadway that's going to be closed this morning. We want to put this out. Lauderdale County Bridge is telling us about this. This is closed this morning. A portion of Georgia Pacific Way will be temporarily closed today using an alternate route. It's going to be starting as
Working on
Causeyville
some
Road.
railroad tracks, I think.
Yeah, that's exactly it. If you'll see right there through the bushes, that's where it is, that railroad track there. So it'll delay things for you. Good news is I think 18th Avenue has been opened up by the Mexican restaurant headed toward the hospitals. That is opened up. And we should have North Hill Street repaved by the end of the weekend, maybe possibly by this afternoon, where they had to dig that up also. So some rump roads, and they did pave yesterday in front of the Riley Center.
Mm-hmm.
Had the cones out. I took pictures of it. So things are getting back to kind of normal. Good news there.
Those guys work hard, and
It's hot.
it's hot, and some, you know, when you're fixing things, you find out about 10 other things, and
Yep.
sometimes things break, and sometimes they need to be fixed, and we just need to be patient.
All right, so that's a few of the things that are going on in the neighborhood with our
I am.
roads and byways, and hopefully that'll be the last for a little bit, that we won't have any more. And I can't explain, I've been asked several times, why so many potholes or sinkholes or what do you want to call it recently? I have no idea. But they're working to repair them as they happen.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be right back as we get this morning underway here at the Scotty Ray Report.
Call Trey Long with Long Cleaning Solutions, 601-934-9427. Step into the spotless world of Long Cleaning Solutions. Feel the power of our one-of-a-kind solution perfected by Trey Long. Don't delay. Get results today. Call Trey Long at Long Cleaning Solutions, 601-934-9427.
Health Now is your locally owned medical equipment store. Every person's need is a little different, and they offer a little bit of supplies. They even have walkers, bath products, and oxygen. And the great thing about Health Now is they offer same-day service. They're open Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., and on call 24/7. Health Now Medical Equipment, where we treat our patients like family.
If every time the wind blows you get a little leery about a tree over your house, talk to my friends at Reed Tree Service. There's no reason to be worried about a tree crashing through your house. Mike Reed has years of experience dealing with trees. It can be as simple as having a limb removed or a tree that is just huge too close to your shop or house. It's not going to cost you anything to have Mike come out and give you an estimate. They're licensed and insured, taking care of East Mississippi and West Alabama. Reed Tree Service. Have tree, will travel. Welcome back as we begin this morning together. Last night, right about dark 30 is when this would all happen. The Mississippi Highway Patrol would go to make a traffic stop in Neshoba County, Highway 21. It would be near the intersection of 1727, just about a mile from there. As they pull over both suspects into the wood line. Now, I'm not sure what quite happened there in the beginning, but I'm not going to say that it was a tussle, but there was something that went on, and they ran off from the trooper. He would call for backup. One person would be arrested, and then the other still at large. And this is kind of how it all began here. Drones begin to fly, and whoop, what's that down at the bottom?
Oh, rough.
Rough. Oh, he come in from Kemper County to help out with this. They would see him running back and forth, and eventually it would come to a close about 4 hours later. Right before midnight, it all came to a head as an arrest was made. Let me blow this up so we can see this picture a little bit better. And again, this is Beau. He's from Kemper County. He's pretty smart there, pup there, and he knows when he gets his scent, he goes after it. And here we are. Here's the arrest of Sheriff James Moore there on the left that has done this. No shoes.
So he's riding in the car like that?
I don't know whether he lost them. You know, there was one that I went to where when they jumped out of the car, they ran out of their shoes. I don't know whether that happened here or not, but no shirt, no shoes. Off to jail you go.
That had me. Can't do that no shoes stuff.
He can't go to Waffle House.
No.
Man, it is a stick everywhere. I'm tenderfooted now.
I can't go from the bedroom to the kitchen without some slippers on. Now. I'm sorry.
I'm with you on that.
He's sensitive.
They're going to get him a set.
That's right.
Yeah, they're going to be orange flip-flops right there.
Because
There won't be my Hug House shoes. They don't pass those out.
No.
Julie, remind me of this. What is the extra when you flee from the police and run? Isn't it an extra like 5 years? Am I wrong?
I mean, the
maximum maybe.
Yeah, that might be. I mean, but they can do them, concurrent or stack them up and all that kind of stuff. So no, yes, no, depends on. But yeah, felony fleeing is an additional charge.
Is there a reason that they would do concurrent versus consecutive?
It is just the decision of the judge. And, the laws change, but, generally the judge is going to know when they sentence them that they're going to be eligible for parole and trustee status and whether they're stacking them. And so, yeah.
And I want to get to this, and if I was quick enough, and I don't have time to go back to my cell phone to find the verbiage of it, but I put this out there the other day. Highway 39. Every few months, there's this group that shows up collecting money. Excuse me. And they're from supposedly a church, and the church is not from here. It's South Mississippi. It's near the coast. I'm not sure that it really is a coast. All that could be a scam. We don't know. But I asked the question, is it illegal? And yes, it is. And are we getting right on that?
Yes. So there are two different ordinances that were passed, I think 2019 in Meridian, but the one that would addresses the panhandling and things of that nature, it is illegal to pass items in the roadway in Meridian, Mississippi. There is an ordinance against it. So that makes it illegal for both the driver of the vehicle and the person receiving the item. And, Meridian Police Department can enforce that if they see it. And I know that tickets have been written for it, and the drivers have gotten the tickets before. It is a safety issue. Some organizations don't like it if you imply that you're trying to keep people from being able to ask for help, but it is a safety issue for somebody to stand in the road.
Well, there's a GoFundMe for that,
right? And you're right. And Meridian has a lot of services to help people, so there's not a need for that.
But so I guess at the end of the day, my question is, if I were to call 911 and go, "Hey, there's people standing in the street taking money. Do they have a permit for this?" And if they don't, that's illegal, and the police should come and put a stop to it. Correct?
That would be my understanding, unless the law has changed, and I'm not aware of it. But yes,
unless they've got 10 calls holding,
and I'm sure they have to prioritize.
That would be prioritized,
yeah. But yes, it is illegal. It is illegal to give and to receive.
With that being done there, to me, y'all tell me if y'all feel differently. It gets under my skin.
I think if a local
totally
company
agree.
if a local church or a local organization can't go and ask local people at an intersection to give in a boot, then a deadgum out-of-town organization ought not be able to come in here and take our local money illegally at an intersection, period.
Rodney says, I've seen the police drive by. That's one of those
that may be an education. That maybe that officer doesn't know that's because that is a unique to Meridian, and it's something that City Council passed, and it was a news story when it happened, and it gets enforced sometimes, and you see it not be as bad, and then it'll kind of pick back up. But yes, it is illegal.
It's kind of one of those is at their discretion, I guess, if they enforce it or if they don't.
Just like if you're going a mile over the speed limit, they don't always stop you. So,
but we wanted to be clear about that, and we do have an answer for it now. So last night also, we had a situation where the Meridian Fire Department had to come to the scene. We would travel to, my eyes are getting bad. I can't hardly see the address I wrote.
My glasses.
1800 block of 4th Street as we go here. We had a man on top of a building threatening to jump. This happened several times. Meridian Fire Department was able to get there. The man was taken down without incident, put on the ground, and I don't know what happened to him after that, but he was gotten off the building. That happens more than we realize in Meridian. Somebody after attention, most likely.
Do we still use those trampolines that you hold that's got the bullseye on it?
I saw that on Lethal Weapon 4, or was it 3?
It was one of them.
you go up to the 3 foot and test it out, see what they bring.
Well, I hold the trampoline, but I ain't jumping.
Well, I've not seen many roofs on 4th Street that I would be comfortable walking on. You know, the buildings happen to fall by themselves, so, you know.
That's true. We've had quite a few buildings fall there, haven't we?
He could have got some attention, all right.
That's what happened yesterday. And this was right at dark. If you're traveling through the pretty neat ceremony that I got to go to yesterday afternoon. Congressman Michael Guest sent a flag that was flown at the U.S. Capitol in honor of the South campus there.
The volunteer fire department.
As we show here some pictures yesterday afternoon. I think the flagpole was put up in 87. As we keep it here, this is pretty neat.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I'm donating a can of WD-40 to Charlie there so it won't have that squeak next time we video.
Well, he's got a can at the shop. Yeah. He just has to get the nozzle to put on it.
It's a kit.
But that was a nice turnout for that, and we do appreciate the congressman doing that in honor of the volunteer fire department. Contact your congressman if you'd like something like that also. They do neat things like that behind the scenes that you're just not aware of. Nice. We had a home struck with gunfire last night. Shocked you. I did, as we pull up our...
Self-inflicted.
4 times.
3300 block of 43rd Street is where this happened. No one was injured, but again, a drive-by shooting that happened in our little area there. All too common. We see it all the time. Let's see what else we have happening. As we switch to a few giggles of this, that, and the other.
Well, this is a somber moment that'll take your heart and rip it.
I first got the message that something happened in Louisiana, that a mother had been found deceased, and the way they described it was horrific. Now, what the true definition of horrific is, I don't know, and I don't want to know.
Oh, no.
I don't need to know.
No.
In the aftermath, she had 2 little girls. One was 4 years old, one was 6 years old. They were gone. The Amber Alert was put out. The sad news is this would end in our state, Jackson, Mississippi, as one of the children would be found deceased. A 4-year-old little girl was found in Jackson dead. Her sister, who was 6 years old, was found okay. She was rushed to a hospital. As we look at this is from the Louisiana State Trooper put this out. Oh, it breaks my heart.
Say it.
I don't know what to say in these situations. I don't. A mother and child, a 4-year-old baby, done nothing to anyone.
That kid hadn't done nothing.
No. Nobody.
That's sad.
No.
Sad.
Our hearts bleed over this situation to the family members, those who are left behind, the people that, and you have to really, the rescue workers that arrived on scene, you can see a lot of things, but a child is so much different
Sticks
than
with
an
you
adult.
from now on. I mean, you don't get over that.
No.
I mean,
So wherever you are, keep that in your prayers for that family. because they really are going to need this over the next few weeks, months, years, for the rest of their lives. Prayer helps. It doesn't cure that feeling that they'll ever have, but prayer will help someone get through this during their troubled times. And again, I one time ran into a mother who never quite got over the loss, and it
They don't.
It affected.
You don't. You just learn to. They try to learn to live with it, and I can only imagine. I can't tell you what to do.
Yeah, her life was destroyed, and it affects everybody a little bit differently, and
It's very hard to understand.
it is. We'll be back as we travel along this early Friday morning. Summertime has arrived, and Freeman Tractor on Highway 494 has the exact lawnmower for your need. If you've got a big yard with acres and acres to mow, they have a mower for that. No matter the size yard you have, Freeman Tractor has the lawnmower that fits you and your budget. From 48-inch all the way up to 60, or the X-Mark lawnmower. Plenty of these to choose from. Also, they carry a complete line of LS tractors. Come by for a test drive today. Financing available. Drop in today to Freeman Tractor, Highway 494, see coleslaw or buttermilk.
Just $41 a month for this new Brother embroidery machine. Buy it local and get instructions for life, service, financing, the lowest price guaranteed, and take it home today at the Sewing and Vacuum Center in Meridian and So Select in Flowood and Hattiesburg.
As the seasons change, so do your clothes, and Garrett Sports Center on 8th Street has exactly what you need. Beau shirts, long and short sleeve, also Hulk shirts, and America's favorite brand, Carhartt. Whether you need work pants or slacks for church. And nothing lasts like a pair of Carhartt overalls. Maybe it's a set of boots that you need. From box to lacrosse, they have the boot for you. And as hunting season rolls in, they have all the camouflage you need and toboggans to boot. Garrett Sports Center, 3505 8th Street, Meridian. Have you been wanting your own building, your own shed? Speak to our friends at Best Sadia Building, 601-728-1954. Now, they can custom build you a home from a barn dominium. Maybe it's a shed that you're needing, or a simple place to park your car, a garage, a camp house. Maybe you need a place to park your tractor, your motorcycle, or even that lawnmower. They can custom design whatever it is you need. Quality work, trustworthy, Best Sadia Buildings. Speak with Drew, 601-728-1954. And welcome back. I'm your friend Scotty Ray. This is Odie. Across the table, we have the lovely Julia and her TV husband, Greg.
Lucky you.
Like Barney and Betty.
Exactly.
Ham sandwich for you there, Greg.
Did you give him his daily allowance this morning?
No.
So he didn't get none.
That's right.
As we look, anybody remember the name Shad White?
Oh, yeah.
I've heard of
Some folks, it echoes in their head at night, I think.
Shad's been busy. As we go to our next story here she is. Now, this is part of the Gaming Commission, if I'm understanding right. Embezzlement.
So she placed a bet and it didn't come out right.
Well,
I
this
thought it was
deals with the lottery.
the lottery commission, I think.
Yeah, and I said that wrong. Gaming is actually lottery. I meant it to be the same.
No
I think
wonder
they are
I can't buy a winning ticket.
There you go. They're saying the integrity was not ever lost. I think she worked within the office. And boy, off to jail you shall go. $187,000, Greg.
I wonder what she was doing.
$2.
I know, but I mean, they don't usually leave cash just laying around. So
People are crafty how they move money around. Like if you have a controller that moves cash to different accounts to pay, they can create a fake bank account or vendor and start paying. They're slick how they do these.
I'm telling you, I don't know the guy, but man, he's doing a great job.
Yeah, he is.
I mean, he's done more in 2 or 3 years than I've ever heard about in my lifetime.
I didn't even know that office existed till he took over it.
Not to the form it was. Talking about being crafty. This was, golly, I've been out of the Navy for 30-something years.
They rode horses.
Right
and he
before
was in there.
right before then, there was a guy who worked in dispersing, went to bank, and when you get your paycheck, you don't get any change. You get a whole dollar amount. And then your change adds up over time. And when it equals $10, then you get $10 added to your check. So you don't get change. Well, this guy come in and he would pay people, and the check would be with a quarter. Well, you never missed that quarter because you never got any change on there. Well, you can imagine if you've got 8,000 people every payday.
A quarter
he
at
was
the
taking
time.
A quarter from every check. And this went on for a while, but they finally caught him. But he was racking in some money.
All of our listeners are saying that she was giving herself pay raises was the method.
Oh,
So
pretty slick there.
I deserve a raise.
Just double whatever you've been getting.
She
Hard time.
Here's 2 peppermints.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Don't eat them both at the
That's
same
right.
time.
Save one. Savor the flavor.
Suba came to the rescue yesterday. And let me show this. You can't even hardly see the state trooper. And this is why, and I'm going to pull this up in a second, but this is why when there's smoke on a highway, if you're burning and it gets out of hand, if an accident were to happen, it'd be your fault.
That's right.
Somehow or another, yesterday, the middle of the interstate caught on fire out near Suba.
Yes, it did.
Let me pull this up. Y'all see this? Right back here in the background is a state trooper with his lights on. Let's hit play on this and just look how this is. Now, every now and then you can get a glimpse of a blue light back there. They came up and put the fire out. I tried to zoom in on it, but that's what I mean by
And that's
visibility.
a very small fire. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Yeah.
that's very little burning. But you hit the nail on the head a while ago. I mean, many years I try to tell people, it's not only your fire, it's your smoke. And you don't get rid of smoke that quick. So when it gets dark and humidity goes up and the smoke settles down, well, if 2 folks run together in a curve, you can be held liable. Do
Yeah.
I agree, disagree, whatever? Just remember, when you start a fire control, any kind of control burn, it's your smoke, too.
Because somebody somewhere has seen that one call, that's all.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we've had people sick before. They claim, well, I'm on, I'm on asthma, whatever, oxygen. And, I mean, the smoke choke. So you got to be very careful. Any kind of
Watch
outdoor
those
burning.
matches. As we go to our next headline story, boy, this ball cap sure does look good. As we see the mayor, Jimmy, play ball program there. He's participating in the mayor's play ball program. They've been doing that since 2015 there. Mayor's conference. I'd like to see him play ball myself. Yeah. Well, I got no comment from nobody.
Crickets out here?
Yeah, nobody wants to comment with me, so we'll leave that one along there. Have fun.
We've had a couple people asking about the 2 little girls in the Amber Alert. Yes, they got the guy.
Yes, he's arrested.
He's arrested. They do have him. So that, as much as you could say, it's over as far as running. But yes, they did get him.
As I mentioned, and I want to show these guys, y'all don't know how hot this stuff is to do this for a living. And I bump into these guys up and down the streets of Meridian every day. They work hard. And here they are. They're doing the final touches here in front of the Riley Center, right down from the Riley. This is in front of the Crest building, Rosenbaum building. And here's the completed work. They'll move these today, and that'll be back to normal.
That's where one of the
there.
moons go.
Yeah.
Yep.
Maybe that's what made it cave in.
Probably the
in.
weight of
we
the
did
moon.
it.
Yeah. Caved
Sitting
in.
right over there.
I ain't no engineer, but that looked like it'd been dug up before.
Yeah, I believe you're right on that several times. There was even some wood left over there. And, that may have been what causes it. There was wood in there that was rotten.
No.
Under the road?
Yeah,
Wood?
maybe it was. If you go back to my pictures, you'll see some of that wood splintered. Why it was there, I don't know.
Well,
Reminded me of.
Stranger things have happened.
Yes, it has. It has.
Ripley's believe it or not.
I had a chance to go to Whiteman's yesterday, and I sent y'all a picture. I was downtown.
Yeah, no invitation, just
Yeah.
a picture.
Yeah, just he waved at us when we drove by.
Let me guess, you had the pork loin, peas, butter beans, and cornbread?
What are you trying to say, Greg?
I'm just saying. Is that what you had?
Actually, I didn't eat.
Oh, okay.
But if I go to Whiteman's, that's what I order.
It's kind of like at the Mexican place. He gets that cheesy chicken thing that
That flips over. That thing that flips over.
Y'all are so wrong.
It don't matter what he says, they go, yes.
Only in San Marcos do they know what I'm talking about.
That's right.
Tino is like, he understands my language.
Yeah. The flippy over thing.
Exactly.
with chicken and cheese.
And it comes out right every time
That's
with
right.
sweet tea. But I'm one of those, no matter where we eat, there's a particular item on the menu that I get. And Greg, I have to say, introduced me to something new yesterday. I've never heard of chili on a hamburger. Have you?
What?
Absolutely.
Oh my God!
You never heard of wards?
A big one?
I never.
He steps out of his comfort zone. It's baby steps, you know.
Now he's gonna want chili cheese and chicken.
Yeah.
Hold it over.
It's a
I
big
ain't never had that. Boy, let me tell you.
No, we don't have awards. You know, you have to go to one big cities to get awards. But you know,
I'm from Decatur.
Y'all had one
still
there.
got one.
We still do. And it's good.
If y'all see this on a menu somewhere, try it. I was totally impressed. I even what they call like with biscuits sopped it. I was trying
he
to get
ate
everything.
the whole thing in the wrapper that it was wrapped in.
Michelle, he's so picky that it's not a quesadilla.
Yeah, it's
that he
something.
wants.
It's
It's a flippy over thing.
It's a
That's what he
flippy over
says
thing.
every time.
You're gonna need to
Flippy
take a
over
picture
thing.
of it next
it's got
time.
cheese and just rice. And Tino knows what I want in it. Is all that stuff.
Is he trying to say
And I don't-
Chino and it.
Are you trying to say Chino?
Chino, yeah.
No. There's Tino who works for Chino.
Okay.
With a
okay.
T.
It's a flippy over thing.
He's real nice.
Oh no, works at night.
And he works at night.
But when
Actually, he's there all the time.
But when he discovered chili on a hamburger, it was like, no.
Do that again.
I'm just shocked.
And Mr. Rogers has been doing that for years.
I didn't know that. Why didn't you
I'm
I'm
seen
real
you-
proud you've been able to put this show together.
You-
Scotty Ray. I'm impressed.
I'm going to shock you now. But
What?
you can get that chili on tater tots. You can get it on French fries
French
with
fries.
cheese. I mean, you got to get outside that peas and butter bean box.
Yeah, they pick it on me bad. But as I finished that chili, I had to walk over, and they offered me this fantastic dinner at Wyman's. I'm like, I can't hold no more. And see, that's how I done turned into a fat boy, because I couldn't turn down any meals anywhere. But yesterday, I stood my ground. I said, I can't do it. But there was a special guest there, and y'all, this is coming up before long, before we know it. Jennifer Branning. She hails from the big county of Neshoba County. She is running for Supreme Court in the state of Mississippi. They had a luncheon there. A lot of people turned out for this, and we do appreciate it. There she is with Jeff there, and boy, a lot of great food there. As everybody, Jeff spoke in her behalf, and all the ladies there. If you get a chance, this is coming. She's going to be a guest in a couple of weeks coming into the show. We'll learn more about her and what she stands for. A very straightforward conservative. We need that in the great state of Mississippi.
You know, she spoke earlier this week at an event, and she said something that I thought was something we should consider when we're paying attention to these races. Is there's a whole bunch of senators and representatives and stuff that are from across the state that make laws and determine what we're allowed to do and not allowed to do. But there's, I think, 5 people in the Mississippi Supreme Court, and so when those laws are tested and it moves up, then that's the 5. That's a lot of. It's a very important position.
It is.
And so it's something we really need to pay attention to, because they set precedents, which determines, you know, how laws are interpreted. And so it's a very important race that we need to pay attention to, because it's not
Those
just
5
it's not
control
something that
more
won't affect you.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
like voting on the U.S. Supreme Court, which we don't get to do, but you do
No, but
in the
we
state
vote
of Mississippi.
the president
Right.
who appoints.
Right.
Important stuff there. Greg, you'll appreciate this. I was downtown, and you've been with me where people often bring this up. I'm walking around, this young lady walks up to me. She goes, "My mama's been on your show." And I said, "When's she getting out?"
Okay.
And it ended up being Julia's daughter,
Yes.
who was downtown with the Dusties, because I thought surely a few months.
Yeah.
But your daughter was
Yeah.
part of the group that got out and helped the Dusties yesterday clean up downtown Meridian. We appreciate them so much. A lot of hard work goes into it. The girls were everywhere downtown yesterday. You couldn't miss those yellow. I guess that's yellow, isn't it? I'm sometimes
That's their-
You need to
colorblind.
borrow these glasses again.
So they're volunteering all over Meridian this week. So they've got different jobs everywhere, every day. And so that was their
cool.
job yesterday.
And let me see if I can find this. Big events this weekend. Juneteenth kicks off tonight downtown Meridian. And I think, let me go here. I think I've got them all. Here we go. Here's what the city of Meridian has released. Let me click on that picture to make it better there. The Business Expo going on today.
That's tonight.
Tonight, yeah,
6 to
tonight.
10 at the max.
Then tomorrow we've got the Kids Zone. And then also the 5 until...
They got pickleball tournaments.
I don't know how to play pickleball. I may have to go watch.
Tennis
I'm
and
shocked.
ping pong.
You're shocked. Concerts at City Hall from 5 until 11 tomorrow night, and then some gospel singing on Sunday. So a lot of events going on downtown Meridian. If you're wondering what's going on, that's what it's going to be. I hope you can make it out and enjoy that. Now, have you two been studying?
No, she has all week long.
No.
We got notes laying here and everything.
Oh, boy.
Can you read them?
Yeah, she's over here Googling this day in history, and I'm reading my morning devotion. I mean, that's
That really
the
did
difference in
happen.
us. I mean, you know, I'm not cheating. Honor and integrity.
The challenge comes in just a moment as we'll go back in history and test these two. It's on the way next.
Here at Meridian Cycles, we're your local authorized dealer for all your Polaris, Can-Am, Honda, and Suzuki side-by-sides, four-wheelers, and motorcycles. And we service everything we sell. And for you do-it-yourselfers, we have a very knowledgeable parts department to help you with all your needs. Come see us at 80 Highway 19 North right here in Meridian, or call at 601-485-8700. Come see us.
Downtown Meridian is thriving with a fresh look, and now it's getting a new neighbor. Toyota of Meridian is now open under new hometown leadership. We're bringing automotive knowledge and experience home with a focus on improved customer satisfaction and all new pricing. Toyota of Meridian is excited to serve the Queen City and exceed your expectations.
I'm Trinard Rush, and I want to invite you to Toyota Meridian, where hometown pride drives excellence.
Bittersweet Crossroads in downtown Enterprise has new hours for summer, Monday through Friday, 8 until 5 p.m. and Saturday, 9 until 5 p.m. A great sandwich shop where they make their own honey mustard. Come try a sub or wrap today. They make some of the best homemade frozen custard with hot fudge drizzle. For specialty coffee, frozen custard, sandwiches, and ice cream, it's Bittersweet Crossroads, Highway 11 South, downtown Enterprise, 601-453-4009.
Our local headlines are brought to you by the Rock House Gun and Pawn.
Philadelphia Gun and Pawn, located at 910 Posey Avenue, has tons of lawnmowers to choose from. A big selection of zero-turn lawnmowers, power washers, and even barbecue grills. Step inside the store and see their complete line of Liberty safes along with those Browning safes. A large selection of Louis Vuitton purses along with satin shirts and bead sets. And tons to choose from for the outdoorsman in your household. And always a great deal on any type of jewelry you're looking for. And a private lobby for pawns for your confidentiality. Philadelphia Gun and Pawn. Welcome back as we get ready for trivia. Let me hit this button because I don't know what it looks like. I hadn't checked it. It's another picture-in-picture, so we probably can't use this, but let me hit the button just to see what it looks like. Yeah, and we're missing y'all, so we can't do that. I got to have that fixed. Maybe that's camera 3. Nope, you're still not there. So we'll do that in a different way.
You got
Here they
camera
are.
4 and 5.
I got cameras
Look at your
everywhere.
backyard. Keep hitting buttons.
Look,
There we go. We're all together now. Y'all ready for
Now
this?
we can see Odie handing signs and all that kind of stuff. I thought he was joining a gang last week.
Doing all that, wasn't he?
I'm going to try to let you in.
Oh, no, you ain't got to. You got
I feel-
all your
I know.
notes right here. She done Google.
As
Said
we
you
go
was
back
up
for-
at 2 o'clock this morning
Was
is what
she?
she said. Said she was up this day in history.
but she studied yesterday.
It did pop up yesterday, so I studied that for a little while. I had to go back.
You know, even Google sleeps sometimes. They haven't changed the clock yet.
Let's go back to 1777. We had a new country, and Congress decided to adopt this on today.
Flag.
There you go, the Stars and Stripes.
But no, I think they've changed it like 20-something times.
As we got into more states.
Right,
Yeah.
because you
We
started
added
off
some
with
states
13
since then.
colonies.
Yep.
But again, 20. Anyhow, never mind.
20 times.
Well, we got 50 states. I mean, that looked like it had changed it 50 times, you know. But I was just
Well, they didn't
13
wait until
to
they
start
had 5 or
with, and then
6.
sometimes we got a lot of states at one time.
bought them in bulk.
Yep.
Went to Sam's and got them.
That's right. There's nothing
That's
worse.
one for you.
There's nothing worse than a turncoat. Someone who you think is a friend and loyal to the United States, but they turn on it. It would be the first time that America saw
Joe
this.
Biden.
Oh, you're close.
I get a point for that anyway.
They kind of named some eggs after him.
Yes, they sure did. It would be 1801.
Bird.
Passed away. No,
Eggs
he was
blank.
Benedict Arnold.
That's a wash, but yes, y'all are right. He was the first one that turned against the U.S., if y'all remember that.
Did you take that point?
I gave it to both
Look,
of
we
them.
got another winner on here. If you look on the comments,
Who?
Anthony.
the sheriff, Anthony Chancellor, has come in here before we gave hints out.
Y'all, I'm telling y'all, Anthony knows history. Like, he can spout it off without even looking.
Well, he lives in the White House.
Yeah, I mean, come on. That house is haunted. Them people talk to him every night and tell him what was going on.
We've got a picture of a ghost on the front porch.
Sure do.
He's got the ghostest with the mostest down there.
It's hanging, y'all. Don't be showing up at Anthony's house at Halloween.
Yeah, he
All right.
got to decorate.
1909, and there's a misspelled word here, so overlook it. We'll fix it later. It is. I got happy with the keyboard there. But this guy would come along. He was born in 1909, but he had that voice, and I can't mock it.
Yeah.
Had a reindeer friend. He had a snowman friend, and he would describe the story.
Burl Ives.
There we go. Burl Ives, born on this day.
And you know how I knew that?
How'd you know
I
that?
can still remember Frosty the Snowman, the talking, you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
that flipping. It's
Fro-
called
he-
television.
I'm letting you win.
That's all we could watch. I mean, back then it was Rudolph and Frosty. And
That's it. And Frosty really didn't move through the snow all that good, did he?
well, I didn't really like him because I was always scared of that guy on that island of misfit toys.
Remember the guy that...
The dentist.
Yeah, the dentist.
Yeah, the abominable snowman. Yeah, pulled all his toofies.
It sure did. 1939, this lady would be born. She would grow up to be a housekeeper, but she didn't do windows at all. It was in a high-story apartment there, and she...
Florence off the Jeffersons.
There we go. Marla Gibbs.
Was that beans don't burn on the grill?
Yeah.
Something don't fry. Beans don't burn on the grill. What was the next line with that?
Oh.
I can hear it, but
I hear it in my
can
head. Beans don't burn on the grill. Someday we're gonna. I went
That was-
blank.
Yeah, I did too. But Frosty was
You
creepy.
lose a point for that.
Greg dressed for this occasion today.
That's right.
Yep.
It's our president's birthday.
Donald Trump.
That's right.
There we go as he crosses there across the
Interesting
swamp.
picture.
He's holding the lantern.
You didn't like that picture?
I mean, I just said it was an interesting picture.
Well, I thought it was, how George crossed the Delaware and they
Yep.
redone that, and I kind of thought
I like him crossing the swamp.
yeah, it's, now it has,
He's looking for the plug so he can drain that baby.
this next guy would be on a TV show that came into your homes every week, but this is one of those characters that he didn't fit, he wasn't a manly man. But
Benson.
this would be off a spinoff of Laverne, and actually he was Laverne and Shirley. He was one of them's boyfriend.
Lenny and Squiggy.
No, this is the one that had to take the
Carmine.
There we go. He had to take a cold shower for everything that ever happened.
Oh, well, look
Eddie
how his
Mecca.
hair's kinked up.
But he done that weird dancing stuff on there.
Yeah.
And constantly was in the shower. I just, I don't know. He wasn't my favorite character.
No.
What went on there?
It wasn't my favorite show, but.
Yeah. We didn't, again, have much choice back in the
Well,
day.
it came on right after Happy Days, so you had to watch it.
Yes, you did.
Are we going to get a question that's from
Okay.
after 1960?
Yes.
Yes, we're
This
going to
one right here.
1963. This lady
Graduate.
That's right. That was my senior year. I was 26.
finally
got a piece of the pie.
We got a little bit of answer there.
Yeah.
Pans don't rattle. I'm in the kitchen. Moving on up T-Mo. That was part of that.
Yep.
Yeah. As we go back for this lady would steal the hearts of Americans. She was comedy from the word go. She
Lucille Ball.
Well, this similar.
Next one down.
Carol Burnett.
She wasn't funny.
In
Betty
between
White.
them. Who'd you say?
Betty White. Did I get one?
She gets it. Betty White got married to. She stayed married to this guy until he died, and she never remarried.
Mm-hmm.
You know a lot
That
about
shouldn't be
Betty.
that shocking.
Okay. Well, it's Hollywood is what I'm so shocked about.
Usually they go through a drive-through window to get a divorce.
They do. Lawyer on speed dial.
That's right.
Oh, now Greg will get this. This is one of his favorite
This
artists.
is when you were down at the other place hanging out with folks.
Yeah.
He didn't dress like
He
us.
would fit in now better than he fit in then.
Prince, Michael Jackson.
No.
How do you?
Oh, I know who it is.
Who is it?
Because never mind. Odie went to their. Remember last year
Yeah,
when you
I took
asked if
you.
he went to that
I took you to the concert.
seminar for Boy George
And
in the
dropped
Culture
you off.
Club. I'll never forget that. I like to fell out of my chair. Odie wasn't here one day, and Scotty Ray said he had gone to a
It
Boy
must have been
George,
this day last year.
Boy George concert.
Boy George, I tell you that. The only thing I know he ever done was that comma camellia.
Yeah.
They come and go. They come and
Look
go.
at Julia. She's waiting on something she could answer.
No, I'm just.
Greg's been on a roll this morning.
Yeah.
He really has. I'm letting
2
him
plus 2.
What is that?
That's half of my score.
1969. This is just a statement here. There's no nobody would ever get this. It was a cover of TV Guide. He was one of those that huge in 69. His show would end in 72, I think. But he's responsible for getting a lot of folks into country music. Glenn Campbell made the cover of TV Guide today. Bad picture there, in my opinion, but it did happen in 69 on this day.
I didn't really care for his singing, but that guy could play a
He could.
guitar. I mean, he was, to me, kind of like Roy Clark. If he
Yeah.
put tape over his mouth,
Like Wichita Lineman, that done nothing for me. What was the song about the thing rolled up behind the couch?
had Galveston, Wichita lineman.
Yeah. I guess
One
the
more. What's the big
Rhinestone Cowboy.
Rhinestone
the big one.
Cowboy.
I
yeah.
probably like that one better than the others.
But
Southern Nights.
he really helped a lot
Yes.
of people get into country. They got their start on his show. People don't realize that. Go back and look at country music history. The Johnny Cash show and the Glenn
Yes.
Campbell show. Really, and Marty Robbins had a show.
Did. This man knows these things. I'll give you a hint on this. This was 1969. It would go #1 for 3 weeks beginning today. And the opening remarks of the song or sound that you heard on the record was, whoa, 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 whoa. Do you remember this? And then it would go,
In the jungle, the mighty jungle,
You're
the lion
close,
sleeps
but this
at
was
night.
the country song. On the banks
Elijah.
of the muddy river.
Running Bear loves a little white dove.
There we go. Sonny James had the #1 song today.
These questions are stupid.
Do you remember the rest of the song? What are y'all whispering about over there?
She said these questions were stupid.
Did she?
Yes.
They dumbed it down to his level. Is that what you're saying?
Did you not like Running Bear?
Do you not have any Sonny James cassettes?
No,
Girl.
I don't.
It's all about, they're from two different tribes, and they can't have a love affair.
Didn't one of them jump out? They jumped
Sure
off.
did. Jumped in the river to meet each other, and they both drowned. When their
Yes.
lips met, they drowned. Running Bear, love a little white dove.
I believe y'all.
Did something happen? But it was good.
I'm sure.
We are trying to save America one song at a time.
That's right. If they get a little culture, they get
Yes,
a little
sir.
culture.
You ought to know this one. This was a guy from Mississippi.
Elvis Presley.
Charlie Pride.
Greg gets the win on this. But today he would walk into the studio. It was all about his childhood. A Mississippi cotton picking Delta town. You walk up and down. And he's talking about the dust being on the ice cream.
Go Sunday afternoon, they went to get an ice cream.
Yeah.
And the dust in the streets.
Folks, there was really no one any better than Charlie Pride of being such a super nice guy.
I've met him.
He is, isn't he?
Yeah.
Like
He
him.
should be the song singer of our
State song. Should be.
You
Roll
got that
on,
right.
Mississippi.
That would
Who
be
is
good.
the singer of it?
Steve Azar.
It's not. I don't recognize.
I don't
the
get
state
that,
song.
child.
I don't get it. I don't know what, but Charlie Pride should. It makes me want to complain to my congressman. Who's my Michael Guest? Michael, y'all do something.
Well, he's
Actually,
he goes
be on the
to
state
United
level.
States. Senate or House. No.
So do I need to call Billy Adam Calvert?
Billy Adam.
Billy Adam.
Billy Adam. Or
Jeff?
Billy, Jeff, Steve.
Y'all do something.
Rod Hickman.
Yeah.
I like Steve Azar, but this should be Charlie Pride's claim to fame of the state of Mississippi. He done.
Yeah.
He might have turned them down.
No, they shot it down years
Well,
ago.
it's
I
a
remember
little
when
late to get him to do it now.
Well, I mean, the song could still be adopted. It is a little late. You're right.
He couldn't do it live,
But
we got memory.
I just feel like he was cheated out of
Oh,
this.
I agree.
And it's a wrong. I
What's
can't.
sad is I didn't know we had a state song, and I
We
didn't
do.
know who sang it. I mean,
Mississippi something, and nobody
I've
can
heard
tell you
it,
what.
yeah.
Nobody can tell you what the song is.
But I think he wrote it for.
Oh yeah, he wrote
okay.
it. Bless him.
but Charlie Pride sang some happy songs.
Yes,
too.
he did.
You know what I'm talking about? He did. He had some.
Is anybody going to
Kiss an
Bassick City?
Angel, Good Morning. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
He
That's
had
a
some good
classic.
songs.
Yep.
Oh, it goes on. Does my ring hurt your finger when you go out at night?
No.
All the crystal chandeliers, a mountain
Crystal
of love,
Chandelier is what I was trying
a
to
mountain
think
of
of.
love. It just
Greg
goes on.
probably
And on.
gonna get this next one too.
Sometimes when there's talent, you just can't handle it. It's just awful. Everybody tells their kid that they can sing, and well, sometimes they can't. And they invented a game show that you could get rid of them during the middle of it. They were no good. You
The
had
Gong Show.
1976. It would premiere.
It was,
Anybody remember that TV show?
oh man, I miss it.
Man, that was
No.
good. That
Yo.
was.
It was.
Somebody got gonged.
I'm really not coming back next week.
Yeah.
I'm seriously not going to be here. So
You got to be out of town.
if anybody wants to audition for the seat, it will be open on next Friday. And
I may bring Beau Cephas. He'd do just as good as you today.
isn't it time for a commercial break?
Time for our next question. We're already up to 1977. This will be a
don't have
group of
anything for
singers that were also
1977.
in the world of country music, and we'll give you the opening line of the song. She played
Tambourine with a silver jingle.
and she must have known the name to at least a million
songs.
tunes. What's the name of that song, Greg? And a voice soft and
We're
trembling.
waiting.
Well,
She'd sing her
I know
song to
it.
cowboys
I know
as a
it.
smoky halo gathered round her auburn hair.
Nope,
He doesn't know.
I'm lost.
Oak Ridge
I
Boys,
know
the
the
Y'all
Oak Ridge
Come Back
Boys, but I didn't
Saloon.
know the name of the song.
The Y'all.
You can even have that one if you want it, you know. Knock the dust off that side of the scorecard.
I
told
really
you I was
thought you
gonna
knew
let
that
in.
one.
He said he did know Oak Ridge Boys.
You just couldn't remember the name
I
of it.
couldn't
Bob
remember
got
the
it. Steve got it.
Yeah, he was all popping up there.
Yeah.
But that was really one of the best that they done. That was, they had just done that gospel song along about then. Jesse Taylor got baptized today. Do you remember that?
Yep, I do remember
About the old boy that was a sinner and he was
And
the tap.
nobody ever thought he would be down at the river.
That's
you know,
right.
And he got,
Jesse Taylor. Boy, that was a good one. We talked about the game this week because somebody tried to jump the fence
Yeah,
to
yesterday.
protest. Yesterday, wasn't it?
Yep.
This guy would be injured in Washington, D.C., the annual playing of the games.
Hockey?
Julie ought to be all over this.
Yeah,
The annual
2017.
playing of the games.
Yep.
It's a
The-
softball tournament between Republicans and Democrats.
Oh, I
Who
don't
got
know what it's
shot
called.
today?
I don't remember.
Y'all really don't?
I mean, I remember it. I mean, they shot a bunch of people and
Just one.
Just one.
Well,
Just one.
but there were several rounds when they were
He
playing
was the only
baseball.
one on the field.
Oh,
Around second base. It was
Steve.
isolated. It was him they were trying to shoot.
I
was
thought
shot.
that there was several rounds fired.
I think he did shoot several times, but he was
Okay,
really
but-
the only one out there to aim at, if
Okay.
I remember right.
All right, I couldn't remember who.
They
it
don't.
was.
Some people don't have to fire several rounds. They can hit with one.
And
I mean,
he did do that. You remember he was seriously injured
yes,
at
sir.
this.
Yeah.
Yes.
And when they took it serious the other night, when that guy, those 8 or 9 people jumped that fence, whoop, off to jail they went. This is so big that it made it to the remake of the Beverly Hillbillies in the lineup. As Granny and all of them got lined up against the wall for. You remember that scene where Mrs. Hathaway calls the police when they knock on the door of the mansion? You know, they're moving into their new home, and she goes, 2 minutes. The Beverly Hills police made it, and they get lined up. And they take downtown.
She had a
Sister that
pig
was on
named
Green Acres.
Arnold.
No, that was her sister.
Oh, it sure was. I keep getting them
was.
too.
Oh, you talking about Eddie's wife on Green Acres?
His wife's sister. Oh. Yeah. It was the slap
She
heard
slapped
round the
cop.
world.
Yeah.
Beverly
She was
Hills.
on Scooby-Doo a good bit.
Yeah. Here we go. It was the slap heard around the world as Zsa Zsa.
Zsa Zsa.
But this is the actual picture there for the Beverly Hillbillies where they lined them up next to Jed. She was up against. Well, it was funny at the time. I see nobody gets that other than me.
No.
Y'all need to go back.
I'm
and watch
letting
that.
I'm letting him
I
win.
didn't even watch that movie.
Man, it was funny.
I just
Timo
don't.
said it was Jethro's mama. That was
Yeah,
right.
it was. 1989, Ricky Van Shelton would do a remake of a song. It was a huge song for Jack Green. They'll build a statue of
A Fool.
There we go. Greg walks away with a win from 89 with Ricky Van
You
Shelton.
had a statue.
If you would, it's tall too. If you will, you might have to start on
Yeah,
another page.
it's fine.
Put another
You're
point
good.
over there.
It's about time. I beat you like 3 weeks in a row, and I
Now-
wouldn't even hear one of them.
That's bad when you Google and you still lose.
I've given up.
She Googled
I'm
there
sitting
today.
back.
The spinoff of this, the funny version where they made fun of this movie, was really funnier than this is the actual movie, but Men in Tights was a whole lot funnier.
You watch it.
You didn't watch it?
No.
How do
I'm sure.
How do you describe this, Odie?
Yeah. So this guy's played in a lot of movies, but this particular one, he was in there with Morgan Freeman, and talked about a guy who shot a bow and arrow that was on the poor people's side more.
Cupid. Robin Hood. Robin Hood.
There we go. As we remember, Prince of Thieves, Robin Hood, was released. But I'm telling you, Mel Brooks, Men in Tights, was a whole lot funnier.
Kevin Costner and Robin Hood.
Yeah, he'd come out of the cornfield, went right over there to play in that part.
You know, R.W. talked about the other day, he thinks he looks like Kevin Costner. I thought he looked more like Shrek, but I mean, he thinks he looks like Kevin Costner.
You know, look, talking about RW, remember this weekend, if you have your goats, instead of taking it all the way to Enterprise, you can drop your goats off at RW's place, and then he'll take them to Barry for you.
And if Odie ain't here Monday, I wouldn't look for him.
This guy is one of those. This would be the first installment of this show. And in life, he's against guns, but he's made his entire.
Liam Neeson.
You're close.
The next one down, he's got 4
Joe
movies.
Pesci. What's the other one?
He was a CIA agent that.
Matt Damon.
Yes.
Born Identity.
There you go. She goes for the win
Here's
today.
the pen back. I'd taken it away from you. I'd used it in so long.
Happy with it.
It premiered today in 2000. That was good. Did you watch any of that, Greg?
No.
That was good stuff. It shows you there's a lot of reality to what's in there of what the government can do. If you've never watched it,
Scary.
it is. Do so. I'll ask you. We'll go with the name of the song with this. A legend. He just passed away in his own right. He was a cowboy. He hung out with a guy that smoked a lot of weed.
Willie
just
Nelson and Joe.
Big boy.
Yes.
They were doing something with their horses.
Yeah. Beer from my horse.
Toby Keith.
Toby Keith, yeah.
Yeah.
I just couldn't think of his name.
There you go, Willie and Toby.
Wasn't he like 11'2"?
He was. Who was the comedian that done the joke about spending the night at Toby Keith's house?
Rodney Carrington, wasn't
Man,
it?
that was funny.
Yeah. Said
Toby.
the bedroom was bigger than his whole house and his mama's.
I have never heard anything quite so funny as a description of staying there. It was hilarious the whole way. Toby Keith knocking on your bedroom door. It's all okay. We'll end it with this one here. We talked about the show yesterday, as a matter of fact. But this would be the, you'd go to the grocery store.
They think we watch when we're not on here.
I try. I get bored after that. I just can't anymore.
Not near as entertaining, is it?
You want to go double or nothing?
Let's go back to the Waltons.
Yes.
All right, who was the henpecked fellow on there?
All right, Godsey.
What's his
John
wife's
Merkel.
name?
Corbeth.
Corbeth, better known as Ronnie Claire Edwards. There's no way anybody would get that. Greg goes for the win. She passed away today. Corbeth passed away.
So
It had
did
really-
you do double for nothing?
He didn't say yes.
You know, she keeps all these scores, but when I win, you know, that once in a blue
what is
moon.
she doing over
She's
there?
ripping up the score.
Ripping
It's
it.
done. I don't know what the score was.
She said there were some hanging chads.
I
don't know.
told
She
you
was
that if
counting.
you want to start keeping score, you're welcome to.
Okay.
But I don't know about your counting.
I can take my well, wait, you already got your shoes off. But it ain't fair with you with them 7 toes on one foot.
Costs extra to have her toes
I
painted.
bet she can climb a tree.
More coming up as we got this morning underway.
Tired of buying cars with no warranty? Are you worried about your car breaking down? Come see us at Johnson Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, the only dealership in Meridian that gives you a 7-year unlimited mileage powertrain warranty on qualified new and used cars, trucks, and SUVs. Buy with confidence. We'll take care of you for 7 years, new and used, at Johnson Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram.
Mow, dig, haul, trench. The reliable Kubota BX Series subcompact tractor is highly capable. A mission makes for easy operation and versatile attachments that help you handle the job. The Kubota BX Series, rated #1 in durability and owner experience. Talk to your Kubota dealer to schedule a demo.
J&J Tire and Muffler, located at 3420 8th Street, invites you by. And if you need a front-end alignment, make sure to try their new state-of-the-art alignment machine. No matter the size of your truck and car, J&J can align it. J&J also has touch-free mounting, laser wheel balancing, and as always, they provide preventive maintenance, including CV axles, shocks, struts, brakes, with the largest selection of new and used tires, along with exhaust systems. Locally owned and operated since 1978 in Meridian. Patrick Allen Companies has a wide selection of garage doors that will fit your style, add value to your home, and add curb appeal to your neighborhood. Patrick Allen also has top-of-the-line, energy-efficient replacement windows that will make your home look great while saving you money. We're family-owned and operated, and we take pride in our work. 5305 Highway 145 South in Meridian.
For all your garage doors and replacement windows, call Patrick Allen Companies. Safety, service, satisfaction.
What were the sisters' names on the Waltons? Somebody brought them up. The sisters, the two little old ladies.
Yeah, they made the moonshine.
Yeah, John Boy always went down and done things for them.
Oh,
They had the special recipe.
Yeah.
No,
Godsy's on the store.
Yeah, it's on the tip of my tongue.
So I can think of their first names because one of them had cataract surgery and the other,
Yeah, and they were always sister.
Yeah. Their father was a judge.
There it is.
The Baldwin sisters, Emily and Mamie. Mamie and Emily, I think.
You're right. Did you watch?
No, clearly. And you ask about the Waltons like every other week.
It's an awesome. I have the box set if you'd like to borrow.
No.
You should do that binge watch.
Season
I don't
1
have the
through
sort of
8.
time on my hands that Greg does.
If I'm at the fireworks stand, that's what I'm doing. I'm watching the Waltons. I got like 7 or 8 seasons. I love the Waltons, and I'll tear up during that Christmas one. That's sad.
It is.
I mean, it is.
They didn't have presents to give each other.
That's right. Had an orange, and you only got one bite, and had to pass it.
That's the way
if
it
I
was.
find some free time, I'll try.
Up on Walton's Mountain.
The Waltons
Watch a few
Mountain. That's
episodes.
right.
Sure love that show.
Gives you some culture.
It does. We want to remind you of a revival that's coming up. Brother Danny Lanier, or Dr. Danny Lanier, let me say, evangelist, is going to be the preacher during this, and is going to be at Central Baptist Church. That's located on C Street, right down from SMI. You can't miss it, right there across the street behind there. Going to be a great time there. It's going to begin on June 23rd and last through the 26th. I hope y'all can make it out. Great folks. You'll enjoy the church. They're real good people. I was there with them at Easter when they done all their decorations. Nice folks. You'll enjoy it there. We need to bring up, let me find my picture here. Clarke County was a little busy here. Let me get this where you can see this.
Harold on the job.
Harold was on the job. In jail we go here. Sex trafficking. As we look at this, here it is, that big escort that walk to the jail where you ain't coming back. Got them slippers there.
Good job, Clarke County SO.
Yeah, absolutely. There, as we look at this, as the story reads here, bond was denied for Matthew. Do you pronounce this Kavobis?
Just get close.
Independence, Missouri. Clarke County Sheriff investigators charged him with human trafficking. This charge stems from a 16-year-old juvenile case in Enterprise back at the end of May. Hard work for the investigators that went into this and the police department there in Missouri helping out. Due to their efforts, the juvenile was found safe, and he is now in custody. We can't take enough people like this off the streets. Again, a big thank you to Clarke County SO, Harold, the whole gang there.
Job.
Yeah, the investigators that work countlessly those hours behind the scenes that nobody has a clue what it takes to break a case and get the evidence.
And they dot all the I's and
Yes.
cross all the T's and all that kind of stuff.
So when you get to court, it's not thrown out.
Right.
That's just as important as the cuffs going on.
It really is.
So something to keep in mind. Let's see what else has happened here. We talked about her. We talked about going there and eating. As we go down here, let me see. I had some
not tomorrow night. Tonight at Singing Brakeman Park.
Yes.
We've got the concert, the free Christian concert.
Mike Rice
that
and the
Mike
gang.
Rice is doing. So go out there, 6 o'clock, I believe. It's free. Go enjoy it. Get a little God in you this weekend. Start it off right.
Can't beat that. Don't forget, we've got tryouts for Martin. Here we go there. June 25th and 27th. So you've got a baseball
You
team.
need a ride?
No, I would probably just run all the way up there if I was going to try out, but never mind.
Not
If
after
you've
all
got
those
one,
cookies.
let us know so we can spread the word for everybody about your ball team getting together and doing this. Let's see here. We made a Mississippi Department of Public Safety, the Capitol Police were busy yesterday. I don't know if y'all saw this post here.
Oh, yeah, dude had guns.
Look at this.
He had a pharmacy.
And look at this list of possessions that he's gotten.
He's got glaucoma.
Yeah, but he got everything.
You did. You name it, you could buy it.
Yeah.
That bag is full of stuff there. I
It
don't know
looked
what
like
it all
a
is.
buffet.
It does. So that's what happened there as the Capitol Police expand. And they do need more jurisdiction to take care of things, without a doubt. I don't know if y'all heard this, but I get the thinking about this, and everybody couldn't see me do this, but it makes me alligators. I can't shoot him. I can't watch that show. In reality, there's some bad critters. It's a 14-foot.
Came back
There's really some horrible things in the world. He pushes
it back to us.
Let me show you the picture of this. You see that?
It's a big boy.
Yeah. Do y'all notice him swollen?
What
He
did
ate
eat?
somebody.
He did.
Oh,
And that's
gosh.
why it's a 41-year-old mother that he grabbed, drug, and ate.
Where?
I want to say this is Florida, if I am not mistaken. Let me back out here and take a
Not
look.
Indonesia, though.
No. This is here in the States.
Okay.
Yeah, Florida.
Oh my gosh.
Watch what we've seen elderly people at the nursing homes get attacked. The little dog, y'all remember that lady?
Yeah.
Come up and grabbed her. But her whole body was in there. So watch what you're doing. Like we showed that swimming picture not long ago out at Oak Tibby. Watch them. He wasn't as big as this one, but we don't know what's underneath that water.
I'm not.
But
betting
there's
on-
100% chance if you stay out of it, you won't get bit.
You're right there.
That's like all the shark attacks. That's horrible. And I feel sorry for anybody that gets bitten by anything.
Yeah.
But there's a 100% surefire way you'll never get attacked by a shark. Don't put your toes in the ocean.
I don't get in there.
I ain't never heard nobody. You see that shark up there in the sand? Get that fella?
You're right.
You're at their house.
You are a buffet, aren't
Yeah, exactly. You are no longer the top of the chain. You at their house. They doing what they supposed to. They think you're bait.
You've apparently watched also, I think we all have, of what is it, with all of them down in Louisiana, the alligator show.
Swamp people.
Yeah.
Swamp people, you've watched it. And there is nothing about me that makes me want to go alligator hunting.
No.
But I
don't
can
do that.
deal with it. But when they come out with the one with the snake, I don't
they have a snake show?
No, I don't
they
like.
got one
Oh,
now,
yeah,
they go
the
get them by hand.
Yeah,
that's-
serpents or something in the Florida Everglades. No,
Yeah.
no.
See, I don't want. Yeah, I don't.
I don't like.
But I'll get in the
I don't
ocean.
like rubber snakes, big snakes. I don't even like a garden hose if it's dark and I think it's a snake.
Makes you do that
And
jiggle.
all these people, oh no, you need to move it. No, we ain't moving it.
It's going to be removed.
It's gonna be moved in about 4 pieces. I don't. That's the devil. I don't like no snake.
It is. That's
And
exactly.
it may not hurt me, but it'll make me hurt myself.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's for protection.
Words of wisdom.
I kiss an alligator before I fool with a snake.
Okay.
And you need to watch. Like, I keep warning Angie, my wife, with down there with these chickens. One going to climb up in there one day when she goes to get them eggs.
Yeah, Charlie had one about 6 foot long in his chicken coop. I told him, dude, you can get eggs at the grocery store.
They and this time of year they are out.
Oh, yeah.
They love a chicken.
You know, I think I'm kidding. I won't leave my windows cracked. You know how people will park their vehicle? One of the garden centers in Meridian one day, this was 6-8 years ago, lady had her window down about that much. Snake went up that and went in that car. No, sir, my windows is rolled up. Unless that sucker can open the door, he ain't getting in. I don't like no snake now.
You know, the bad thing, that what a lot of people don't understand is that a snake, like you take your door, they can flatten themselves, a house door, and go up underneath it.
That's why I got them drags on my doors where they can't get under there.
You've really thought about this.
Yeah, I have. I don't like them. Them things is the devil.
I'm going to take y'all to therapy.
A
You're
serpent.
scared of water and heights, and he's scared of snakes.
What was that movie, Snake on a Plane?
No,
No, that was.
I ain't watching that.
That was a bunch of snakes.
I won't even go in the snake house at the zoo. And I know they in a cage. I don't want to see it. We was at Petco one night. Kid I'd known for years come running up, had this snake around his neck. Hey, Mr. Greg, come here. And my wife stopped him. I'm reaching for my gun. My wife said, he ain't playing. You better go on. Oh, it's as gentle as a puppy. I said, well, get you a puppy.
What was it? What's his name in the Temple of Doom where he goes? Y'all remember
Indiana
he drops a rope?
Jones.
Indiana Jones.
I'm going to put myself down one for that.
It's always a snake in these mummies.
No, I changed. That's why I changed channels. I ain't never seen the movie.
I do. Do you have that problem if you see that, then you dream about it that night?
Yeah.
Feel like one's in the bed with you?
That's why I always watch them shows with them Boston cream pies and stuff like that. You know,
That's why
German
you watch
chocolate cake or something.
That happened in Ghostbusters. Remember where the marshmallow man?
Marshmallow Man. Stay Puft.
Julia, you may know more about this because I don't understand how it
It
works.
must be easy. Go ahead.
We need to wrap this up.
Wells Fargo. Apparently, you know how everybody got sent to the house? They just fired about a dozen employees. And I don't understand how it works, but I guess it's people that work with computers a lot more than me. They were ghosting like they were working. They got some type of program that made
Oh,
it
yeah. There's all kinds of stuff.
How does it work?
There's like stuff that makes your mouse move around so that you look like you're active, you know, yeah, so
because they can log into the
they're logging
computer.
in and they can see, you know, activity if they're moving around and stuff. But I mean, there's all kinds of software and stuff like that people have invented and work from home thing, so you can show activity like you're sitting there working. But
I think of that kid on Home Alone.
yeah, yeah,
But they fired about 12 of them that was not doing their job, just made it look like they were doing it.
yeah.
Man alive.
Well, you remember there was that kid when school was going virtual because of this virus or whatever.
I remember that.
So the kid had a sign that said reconnecting, and that was his picture.
Oh, it made it look like he was
So it
just...
made it look like he was there and had internet problems, and he was gone.
Oh, boy, they just mentioned
Yeah.
a bad one there, Greg. Because I remember one time this happened. We had another home. It was my grandparents' home.
Rich.
And no, it was coming down because nobody took anything out. They just left it. And we went down there, and somebody said, "I gotta go to the bathroom." Guess what was in the toilet?
No,
Somebody just brought that.
I
up.
would have went whether I had to go or not.
But I have heard of these things getting in sewers.
I don't care.
And biting rear ends.
Yeah. I I saw that. I
He
feel like I
won't sit
saw
for a
that
week.
as a child. Something on TV about a snake being in a toilet, and I always check.
He'll probably flush 4 or 5 times.
Like I
every
can't
time
go
he
to
goes
the
in
bathroom
there.
in the dark. You got to check. You got to be able to check.
Turn a light.
Yeah.
But that I witnessed that.
Yeah.
Oh no! Best thing in the world was, and the first place I saw it, of course, was at Greg's house. There's a toilet bowl light that you hang on the side.
Yes, sir.
You got a toilet bowl light?
Yes. It's motion activated. When you walk up, poof, the light comes on.
Yeah.
Wow.
I bought 2 of them.
That's fancy.
I have
You
never
really
heard
put a
of
lot
that.
of thought into
Well, I'm scared of what might be in there.
It turns red, blue, and yellow,
Really?
green.
That's right.
and-
Oh.
yeah.
It's a mood light.
Moonlight. What's number 1? What's number 2? We'll be right back.
We know you care. But if this is all too real for you and your loved ones, make the call. Because we care too. Home instead. To us, it's personal.
The selection is always changing at Massey Supermart Auto Sales with low mileage cars and trucks. How about a 2022 Jeep Wrangler or a 2021 Honda Ridgeline Sport with only 40,000 miles? A GMC Denali or a 2024 Silverado 2500? Drop in today and find the car that you're looking for. They're packed with low mileage cars and trucks.
The low profit dealer, Massey Supermart.
For something as vital as your eyes, you should have your lenses and contacts made with the utmost care and precision. And that's what Grayson Optical does on 24th Avenue. Since 1996, Grayson Optical's mission has been to provide Meridian and surrounding areas with quality eye care products. That's why we're locally owned and operated. And don't forget, custom-made sunglasses like Costa for your eyes only. When you need to see clearly, Grayson Optical. 2021 24th Avenue, Meridian. 601-693-6374.
Meridian's favorite barbecue is Squealer's Barbecue, named the barbecue capital for the state of Mississippi. Whether it's barbecue, wings, or burgers, Squealer's simply has the best for a family environment. Every Thursday night, there's live music out on the porch. Takeout orders are welcome, and whether it's your next tailgate or large catering event, your friends at Squealer's are there to help. Drop in for lunch today or a night out on the town. Squealer's Barbecue, the best in fine barbecue.
Y'all, I didn't realize that this has snuck up on me, and I was asking the room, and this weekend is Father's Day. I had no idea that this had gotten that time of year.
You're not out of Brute 33 yet?
I'm going to get some.
That's right. Come Sunday.
Brute 33. Old Spice was before that.
I like Eddie Brute by Fabergé. So 13 kids, they all signed the same card. Happy Father's Day, Daddy. Brute by Fabergé.
It's funny. They've put out the list of hurricane names this year. Have y'all seen them yet?
I haven't.
Let's pull this up where you can get a good look at this. As we look at this, the Atlantic tropical cyclone names are Alberto is coming back this year. Chris, Debbie, is that Ernestino?
Ernesto.
That sounds like it's going to be a
That's
bad
why
one.
you can't order at the Mexican restaurant.
But I know Oscar and Patty and Tony. It's some better names that I can pronounce it. Even Nadine. So that's what's coming this year. So we'll keep you updated on that. Again,
We don't want none of them.
Nope. And we do have our first possible storm for the Gulf coming up.
Yeah. Really?
7 days out, we're watching that coming out of the coast of Mexico.
That's why all the sharks has been around.
It's got them stirred up in the
That's
waters.
right.
doesn't it?
It does.
That's why they feeding.
All right,
Vicky, if you want you a light, you go to Amazon, do a toilet night light.
Toilet night light?
It ain't much. They like $5 a piece.
Yeah.
I got a couple of them at the house. After I saw it, I said, "Oh, I got to have one now."
If Greg can figure it out and find it.
Yeah, I mean, it's simple.
Yeah.
Simple.
That's it right there. One of them, they just kind of flip over and yeah.
That ain't it.
That ain't it.
There we go.
Dang.
I have
That is
never.
really interesting.
My niece gave us one of these for, like a gag gift one Christmas, and
you liked it.
Oh yeah, it's pretty cool.
Do you
man.
have this color? Which color
it
did you
changes.
get?
It changes color.
It's all of them.
Huh? Who changes the bulb in it when it goes out?
You just buy a new
Buy a
one.
new one.
Okay. All right. I didn't know there was such a thing
Me
as that.
I think
either.
put
You
two, what
need
is it?
one.
2 AA batteries?
Three
Something like
three
two or three?
AAA batteries.
Yeah.
Y'all are just putting on the
This is-
dogs, and I didn't know
yeah.
it.
Odie got a 12
more you
volt
know.
hook to his so he can tan his butt while he sits in. It's called a Tana toilet.
I think this show's run a little long.
Hey, remember, we opening fireworks this weekend. Come see me, 10 a.m. Greg's Fireworks, 145. We'll be there all day to serve you.
What day do you open up?
Tomorrow morning,
that's
10
right.
o'clock.
All right, we'll
be
come see
open
you.
every day through July the 6th.
Yeah, the show will continue there. Just come by and see Greg.
That's right.
And Beau
That's right.
Cephas.
Don't bring no snake now.
Does Beau Cephas go to work?
Yes, ma'am, he does.
Is he your number one
Oh,
employee?
he is the CEO.
Have y'all do y'all remember that Gone in 60 Seconds when they stole the
yes.
Hummer?
Yeah.
Somebody
Whenever
done
there's
done
a
it.
tag that says snake on the front, don't steal it.
No.
Yeah,
We
ain't
got
that
some
the truth?
birthdays there, Odie.
We do. We have. So I'm talking about.
Donald Trump.
Yep. Talking about tonight's big show. Mike Rice, 39 today.
Is he?
Jimbo McDuffie, 61. Boley Stokes is 36. Charlene Gaddy Gentry, 56 tomorrow.
Wow.
President. Yeah, she's older.
She's 10 years younger than you?
Yeah, she's 10 years older. President Donald Trump, 78. Brian and Ashley Gaddy, 11 years, waiting tomorrow. Larry Grayson, 75. Brooklyn Kelling, 8. Abby Hughes, 23.
Oh, Abby's having a birthday.
Yeah. Bill and Jackie French, their 50th. And Euless and Becky Dice, 56 years tomorrow. So let's see, we've got and
Donald Trump.
President Donald Trump. Wins
Come
the cup.
by. We're in Hyundai.
We're gonna do that one again.
There you go, cheating him again. He won. He won, and you're cheating him out
We'll
of it.
give him a
Recount.
We'll give him a cup. All right, here we go. Well,
5 again.
Abby Hughes, 23 years old.
Congratulations, Abby.
Somebody said bring a snake and get free fireworks.
You bring a snake, you can have the whole damn place. Because I'm gone.
I thought I'd look this up since you brought this up. Y'all were talking about $3. We've had inflation. Y'all forgot about the toilet night light has gone up. Let me pull this up. $9.99 gets you that.
Woo,
right now.
what a bargain.
16 different colors.
But look
there.
at all the colors. That's what
Look
I'm
at
talking
all the
about.
colors.
Ain't it pretty?
That I can turn my toe.
I'm just in awe over that. I really am.
You know, we're not going. I'm going to give Donald Trump one of these.
No problem.
Scotty
You gonna
Ray and
mail
Odie 24.
Put a
Make
toilet
these
light in
right
it,
again.
too.
We
Make
might
it a
do
kit.
that. Yeah.
Where are you going to address it to? 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue or Florida?
It'll get there when I'll send one to each.
One to each.
Aren't you bipartisan?
We
be there when Trump moves.
Julia, we hate you can't be with us next week. Who
Do
are you?
you?
Yeah, truthfully, I mean, you're a lot of fun.
No, she
So,
can come in wirelessly.
who are you going to sit in your place?
I don't know.
It's a
I
big
don't know that I
decision.
would.
You get to
Somebody I
pick.
don't like.
Somebody you don't
I
like?
wouldn't subject.
I got a cardboard cutout of Dale Earnhardt. We can bring him.
I like both Cephas coming.
Yeah, he might have to.
Maybe we get Barry to come in.
We need to.
Yeah, but now that donkey will never make it up them stairs.
Y'all be just.
Harold either.
That's
Time for us to go. We'll leave you on a Bible verse. What do you have for us today?
We've got Lamentations 3, verse 25. The Lord is good to those who hope is in him, to the one who seeks him. It is good to wait quietly for the salvation of the Lord. If there's anything you want, all you've got to do or you need, talk to the Lord and ask him for it, because he blesses us, and he doesn't just bless us with what he thinks we need. He blesses us until our cup runneth over. That means he will continue to bless us. Just like these bowls of cookies we got here.
One extra.
What you want, what you need is two different things.
That's
too.
right. But Lord will give us what we also what we want, but we've got to give him what he wants, and that's our lives dedicated to him. Tonight, you can celebrate him at Seaman Brakeman Park with the new music with Mike Rice. Tomorrow, you've got the Christian movie that's going to be showcased out there from that Danny Todd wrote and produced. The weekend is full. Everybody
Events
that's going to
downtown.
be downtown. This is there's something to do. But remember, with everything going on, keep Christ number one in your heart and praise him for everything that you have. Have a great weekend. We'll be back with you Monday. Until then, be careful.
Have y'all ever wondered why at the close of at church they always go, Brother so and so, would you say the prayer to release us? He ain't never asked.
No, because he preached your hot dog cold. What that little boy told that preacher that time at the closing, he said, "Man, he done preached my hot dog cold."
Thank y'all so much. We appreciate you. We'll see you back bright and early Monday morning here at the Scotty Ray Report.
The Scotty Ray Report is brought to you by our following partners.